Welcome to Time in the Wrist at Chisholm Hunter. Today we have an extra special episode. Firstly, we've moved locations. Let me know what you think. What do you think of the new style? Secondly, the Tudor Black Bay. Which one suits you? Which one's your favourite? This is what we're discussing today. The Tudor Black Bay models were first launched in 2012, and not long after that did I get my first Black Bay model. And the memory of going into the Chisholm Hunter store with my dad and purchasing this model is going to live with me forever. One of the reasons why I love the Tudor Black Bay collection is that the Black Bays are actually the modern incarnation of the iconic Tudor Submariner, which, if you're like me and are in the watch industry, you'll know and love. The Black Bay models draw their most characteristic features from past models in the brand's history. Its general lines, domed dial and crystal, were inspired by the first Tudor diving watches. Getting a little bit into the specs, the case size of these Black Bay models come in at a comfortable 41mm, and it is the perfect size for sports models, but at the same time it can be worn with a suit or a shirt. It kind of has that all-round feel that Tudor are so good at supplying. These Black Bay models are actually water resistant up to 200 meters, which is pretty staggering when you consider the price. But this does live up to Tudor's mantra of producing the highest quality watch at the most accessible price. Now, these models come in a variety of different metals, and each gives a unique, distinct look. In front of me, of course, I have the steel and the steel and gold. The steel and gold being a personal favourite of mine. Personally, I don't go for particularly flashy watches, and this steel and gold version, well, it isn't flashy. It remains discreet and understated, and honestly, I love it. Before I forget, if you didn't know, Chisholm Hunter are actually official authorised retailers for Tudor watches. So if you want to take a closer look at these Tudor watches or any in the Tudor range, head to chisholmhunter.co.uk. That's chisholmhunter.co.uk. Moving on to the iconic Tudor GMT. Now, this watch looks extremely handsome, but aside from that, it does have some additional functionality. What GMT does is it allows you to read 2 time zones simultaneously. So you can read the time in your home country, but also in the country that you're traveling to. This GMT sports the iconic snowflake hands, which is a fantastic feature, and I'm really glad that Tudor has kept these in the Black Bay models. The GMT has a staggering 70-hour power reserve, and all the Black Bays come with sapphire crystal glass to shield from general wear and tear. So we've touched a little on the specs, about the colours, about the metals, but how do I feel about Tudor in general? Why did I get a Tudor Black Bay? Well, firstly, Tudor aren't scared to be different. They aren't scared to include that splash of colour, and that burgundy really pops off against any attire I wear it with. And secondly, Tudor have the highest quality timepieces at the most accessible price, so I could invest in it. These are just some of the reasons why I chose Tudor. But enough of what I think and what I feel. What do you think? Do you love Tudor as much as I do? Do you own a Tudor? Let us know in the comments. I really hope you guys like the new setup. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of Time on the Wrist. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.